Welcome to Your Best Life Ministries. When Tesha and I were first married and we would argue, I said whatever was on my mind to say, completely disregarding her feelings. In my immature mind, it was, hey, we're arguing, so there you go. I felt well within my right to do so because, as I boldly told Tesha, I'm just being honest and stating facts. During one particular argument, God used Tesha to teach me a very valuable lesson. When she said to me in response to my ridiculous comment, you can state facts and be honest and still be tactful. The common saying is that one of the keys to a successful marriage is communication. And let me be clear, we 100% agree. However, it is how we communicate to our spouses that makes all the difference in whether or not the marriage is successful, especially when we are not seeing eye to eye.
It's one thing to communicate your concerns or frustrations, but how are we really communicating? If we want the communication to be effective, consider these 8 things. Number 1, be attentive. You shouldn't be on your phone or watching TV when your spouse is speaking. Number 2, listen to understand. Not just waiting for your chance to speak because you want to make a point or voice your opinion. Number 3, use more I statements than you statements. You statements tend to cast blame and can cause the other person to be defensive. Number 4, be mindful of your tone. Yelling and screaming does not lead to a healthy resolution and can make matters worse. Number 5, be mindful of your body language. Rolling your eyes, folding your arms, loud sighs, looking away are all defensive gestures. Number 6, be respectful in your communication. This is not the time for put downs or for you to take a jab at your spouse just because you're upset. Words do hurt. You don't want to say things that you will regret later. Number 7, do not antagonize or provoke your spouse. Taunting, mocking, and making fun of them only evokes more anger and frustration. Number 8, don't be too prideful to offer an apology. Be willing to humble yourself in accepting that you are not always right. We get it. Things happen in marriages. Issues big and small arise that need to be addressed. Depending on the circumstance, if it's not a good time for one or both parties to talk, then don't at that time.
Wise words. Sometimes we have to decide on a time to come together to address the concern so that we can communicate rationally and hopefully come to a resolution and mutual understanding. Effective communication takes discipline and intentionality with your words. When emotions are running high, it is very, very easy to just say what's on your mind, disregarding the other person's feelings, which will only add more fuel to the fire. Ephesians 4:32 says, be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you.
Many of us are not, as my grandmother would say, uncouth when we go to work, church, the grocery store, and other places we conduct business. In fact, we often put our best foot forward in our interactions and usually utilize self-control, even when those we encounter don't treat us with kindness. If we can do that with strangers or those that we are not married to, surely we can and must do that more for our spouse. It's a decision. Our spouses deserve the best of us, even when we don't agree. Being upset does not give us a pass to act ugly. Remember, he is your king and she is your queen. So act accordingly with honor and respect. Don't forget, this is the person you will spend the rest of your life with. So you don't want to say something that resonates beyond that moment.
We would love to stay connected with you and invite you to to follow our page.
Know that we love you and we are praying for you. May God richly bless you as you join us on this journey of living your best life.
God bless you.